ó ti lé ìyá Mohbad kúrò lé. Wunmi ti lé ìyá Mohbad kúrò lé. Ó ní ìyá Mohbad ń disturb òun. Ó fẹ́ jáde, ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ dóko. Bella Shmurda fẹ́ wá máa do mọ́lé. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ fẹ́ wá máa do mọ́lé. Ó ti lé ìyá Mohbad jáde. Ẹ lè imagine. Ṣé ẹ pé mo sọ fún yín ní 2 weeks ago. Igbo sọ pé ìgbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún ọmọ àlè blogger kejì yẹn kí ló kọ yẹn náà. Tèmilọ́lá àbí kí nìyẹn jẹ́. Tí yẹn sọ pé mo ń parọ́ tí mo gbé chat jáde. Ìgbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún Tèmilọ́lá. Ṣé wọ́n ti pé mo sọ ó kọ síbẹ̀ pé ṣé wọ́n ti pé mo sọ fún yín pé ó ní màmá Wunmi pé òun ò trust ẹ̀. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹ yín? Wunmi ti lé ìyá Mohbad kúrò lé. Ṣé mo sọ fún yín pé kò fẹ́ use gbogbo wọn ni? But gbogbo wọn stupid. Àlébù ìyá Mohbad náà wọ́n ṣe é débẹ̀ náà ni. Ó ti lé ìyá Mohbad kúrò lé.
Finally, hell has broken loose. You see, Mohbad's mother, exactly how we predicted it to be. We said that soon, the same that happened to Mohbad and worst will and may or might happen very soon to Mohbad's mother. But what is this thing that we are talking about? We are talking about being cancelled, being disgraced, being kicked out, being played upon, being tricked, being conned. That's what we are talking about. Now, Mohbad's mother, they gave you money, isn't it? You have maybe 50 million, 80 million. I don't know how much you have in your account from donation from well-meaning Nigerians and those that are non-Nigerians, foreigners. They donated. They gave you money. Particularly Nigerians. They donated. They gave out money to you, right? Now, Wunmi does not want you around. What am I talking about? Let me break it down. Mohbad's mother, according to what we heard, according to what you're going to hear, and of course, you know, translation will go alongside analysis. She has been kicked out of the house by Wunmi. Wunmi has chased Mohbad's mother out. I just cannot understand it myself. Why Mohbad's mother will sit with Wunmi. Do mothers mourn their son this way? Well, maybe due to the circumstances and the issue on ground, she decided to stay. She did stay where Mohbad lived before he RIP'd. But now what we are hearing is different, that Wunmi has kicked Mohbad's mother out of the house. There is no way that they will not quarrel, fight, and they will begin to expose themselves. Just wait. You are about to hear what you have never heard before. This is deep. This is serious. This is critical. This is, some are saying this is the best thing that they've ever heard. This news, they say, no, this is good. They want Wunmi and Mohbad's mother to fight to finish so that we can see in between. Can I say that Mohbad's spirit so strong, has broken that chain between Wunmi and his mother? And soon, Mohbad's mother will begin to sing. Let us watch and we will be talking more.
Abeson ní ọ̀dọ̀ grandma àwọn ìyá Mohbad lọ́wọ́ àsìn. Tó máa ṣe sí ìwà náà fẹ́ prove me wrong. A lọ pè ìyá Mohbad padà pé káwọn ṣe fídíò. Fact ni mo gé fún yín. Mo sọ fún yín pé satellite mi ó tẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ kárí ayé ni. Ẹ bá wa bèrè lọ́wọ́ pé kí ló lè ìyá Mohbad kúrò lé fún. Ó fẹ́ máa gbàlejò, ó fẹ́ máa dóko. Àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa wá, ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa jáde. Ó dẹ̀ rí pé ìyá Mohbad, ó bìrì pé ṣé Wunmi lápìdò stop nagging àjẹ́ àpàyàn àti kékeré dóko. Jacko jẹ aṣana. Ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹ yín? Ṣé ẹ pé mo sọ? Ẹ lè blame ìyá Mohbad náà. Ẹ sọ fẹ́dà fóbìnrin ẹ jọ. Ẹ lè blame obìnrin yẹn. Ẹ lè blame ẹ.
What a disgrace.
Ẹ lè blame obìnrin yẹn. Ọlọ́run. Ó ti lé ìyá yẹn jáde. Ó ti lé ìyá yẹn jáde. Abẹ̀sán ni ìyá yẹn ń gbé sí. Lọ́dọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀. Ó sad. Àná tí mo gbọ́ mo kàn wó pé èmi ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé òun ò trust woman yẹn. Ó sọ fún Tèmilọ́lá pé òun kàn use them. But when I finish using him, when I finish using her, I will dump her like a piece of shit. Ó dẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. ó dẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ìjọ ọmọ yìí gbé chat lady yẹn jáde ó fẹ́ free ni of course ṣe mọ̀ àwọn tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó rọra ń bá wọn sọ ṣe pé Sam Larry dẹ̀ ti jáde ẹ̀yin fẹ́ wá wo ọmọ ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ tún gbà sí fún ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹ yín so ìyá yẹn ń disturb ẹ̀ gan so ìyá yẹn ò sí lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tán wọ́n lè lọ ṣe fídíò sí yẹn lọ kọ́ sílẹ̀ o wọ́n á lọ ṣe fídíò pé wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ máa wo ti yín o mo ti sọ fún yín antenna mi ayérayé mi àtẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ káyọ̀ ayé mi bí ṣe capture Abuja ni mo ń capture Enugu ni mo ń capture Port Harcourt no ó máa ní àdúrà náà jáde ṣe bí mi sọ last week mo ló sọ pé mo trust ìyá yẹn and she did it ẹbẹ̀rù lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó bá súnmọ́ ìyá Mohbad Abẹ̀sán lọ́wọ́ báyìí wọn lọ sílé wọn ní Kòròdú Abẹ̀sán lọ́wọ́ yes Abẹ̀sán lọ́wọ́ ó ti lè jáde òbó tí ń yun ṣe pé láìkì kọ́ máa togi sádògún ẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ òbó tí ń yun kò lè dúró bí àwa báyìí òbó tí ń yun Sam Larry dẹ̀ ti jáde wọ́n ṣàbẹ̀rẹ̀ láti fi tọ́ mu sí lè blame ìyá Mohbad náà she was intoxicated with juju ìyá Wunmi oníkọ̀ àgbè ikọ̀ ẹ̀dá bí ìgbà tó gbé ìgbà àbí tó síbẹ̀ ó dákẹ́ ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ibi lẹ́yìn ìyá Wunmi ṣé wọ́n ti pè wọ́n náà bí àwọn ọmọ òbí ọkùnrin òbóbìnrin gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe fún Mohbad pátá wọ́n ṣe máa ṣe fáwọn ọmọ ènìyàn Wunmi ò fi Mohbad lọ́kọ̀ balẹ̀ láti àárọ̀ di alẹ́ rí fine accepted mo mẹ́pà sọ pé Sam Larry náà wọ́n fìtínà tú ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ but Wunmi gángan mo sọ fún yín tí kú yóò bá pani tòjú ò ní pani Wunmi frustrate Mohbad because she was in control of Mohbad.
Exactly.
All reports, all tell
exactly.
Mohbad they were in a toxic relationship. Majority of àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad ni Wunmi ti bá jà tán àfàwọn tó lówó lọ́wọ́. Majority of àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ àbí ló ti bá jà tán àfàwọn tó lówó lọ́wọ́. Mohbad sunkún níjọ́ introduction wọn ni Wunmi gbogbo ìgbà tó fi ta fún àwọn family Mohbad gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa fi san fún ẹ padà in billion folds. Mohbad ò ready láti fẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé Wunmi àti àwọn ìyá ẹ̀ wọ́n plan gbogbo kíní ni ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ fún mi ṣiṣẹ́ lè fún yín. Wunmi sọ pé òun ń wá ọmọ ó ní bàbá Mohbad mú òun lọ sórí òkè irọ́ ló fi yẹn pa ọmọ lọ sórí òkè kankan olórí búkú lọmọ yẹn ó máa ń parọ́ gan ṣé ọmọ tó gbọ́ ọmọ bà fọ́ṣù ọmọ tó mẹ́ni tó lọ ọmọ tó sọ pé òun ò ṣe DNA ṣé gbọ́ mi ẹjọ́ kí ni éèjì Wunmi ọmọ 24 tó sọ pé òun ń wá oyún ọmọ 24 tó sọ pé òun ń wá oyún are we not thinking something kí ni ọmọ 24 sáré wá oyún fún ó lọ́dún méjì lòun fi wá oyún ọmọ 24 ó tí 30 ó tí 40 ó tí 50 ó tí 60 ọmọ 24 ń wá oyún desperately just because she was planted there for just few years to carry out her plan and vamoose. Ṣé rántí ìgbà tó sọ pé ó ti sún òun fẹ́ lọ yẹn ó ti ń late fún plan yẹn ti ń late fún. She was desperate to be pregnant for Mohbad so that wọ́n lè lọ tọwọ́ ẹ̀ bọ̀wé kó wí ní gbogbo ogún tí Mohbad ní fún ọmọ ẹ̀. Ibi tó ti jẹ́ kẹ́ wò ọmọ 26.
It's quite unbelievable.
Ni Mohbad fi
quite unbelievable.
Sínú kíni ọmọ ẹ̀. Èyí tí ò dẹ̀ rántí fi sí àbí èyí tó ní kó tó kú tí ò fi sí òun ló ṣe pé lọ́ọ̀yà àgbà tí Mohbad kú tó ń jẹ́ kó wá bá wọn háàdì ẹ̀mú. Am I communicating? Ọmọ 22 tó ti desperate láti ní oyún. Ó ti mọ̀ pé tí òun bá ní oyún yẹn gbogbo nǹkan Mohbad wọ́n á pàṣẹ fún pé kó change ẹ̀ sílé àrùn wọ́n wá pa. That was their plan. That was their plan. Ṣé kí ni jọ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe introduction? Bàbá òṣìṣọ́ o. ẹni tó wà introduction yẹn gangan ló bá èmi sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ bàbá sọ pé introduction lọ pé nígbà wọn sọ fún àwọn pé engagement yẹn wọ́n ti pé bàbá sọ nínú interview tó ṣe fún wọn táwọn ṣé BBC ló ṣe fún àbí ta ló ṣe fún wọn. Bàbá ní introduction lọ pé ṣé báyìí pé engagement ni àwọn náà wọ́n ará church tó máa bá wọn lọ. Bàbá lẹ́yìn ọ̀kan kò bá wọn lọ. Introduction lọ pé lóòótọ́. But just because Wunmi ló ń run account to Mohbad, ọwọ́ Wunmi ní gbogbo nǹkan wà. Àbí kan tí mo sọ yẹ yìí, Wunmi ló ń run account to Mohbad. Ẹjọ́ tó bá ní, sis, please, can you send me that video tí Mohbad sọ pé aṣọ tí mo ní kó má là mọ́ mi lórí ló là mọ́ mi. Ẹ bá mi send video ẹ mo fẹ́ tún nǹkan play fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀. Wunmi ló ń run account Mohbad, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Kò dé ṣe pé Mohbad fẹ́ fẹ́. Just because Mohbad ti fún lóyún tí oyún yìí ò dé ń ṣoyún Mohbad ó lọ gbé oyún yẹn wá láti ta ni because Ọlọ́run tó máa ń ṣe bẹ̀ kó kúrò ń di àrò ṣàbẹ̀ pé mo sọ pé wọ́n plant ẹ̀ sínú ayé Mohbad ni ó lóun ń wá oyún ìgbà tí ò oyún yẹn ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ìgbà tí kò rí oyún yẹn ló lọ gba oyún yẹn láti ta ojú ti ń kan Wunmi mo tún fi ìṣèfihàn okay last king. Eba mi send it. Sis, if you're online, I want to online. Eba mi send it. I transfer. Yeah. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi sọ pé bàbá mú un lọ sórí òkè láti lọ wá oyún at the age of 22. Ojú tó ń kọ́ Wunmi ló jẹ́ kó lọ gbé oyún yẹn láti ta. Mohbad kan ló ní ọmọ. Mo tún sọ with my full chest for the 10th time. Wunmi, Mohbad kan ló ní ọmọ.
DNA is a must.
Ṣé wàá rí immediately tí Mohbad rí pé ó lóyún because òun náà ti pé Mohbad ò fẹ́ fẹ́ o gbogbo yẹn sọ fún mi gbogbo alárí àwọn tó ń kọrin náà many of them baby mama ló máa ń ní wọn tètè kọ́ bọ̀ ẹ wo Davido gan ẹ wo Davido tí ò bá ṣe pé ọmọ ẹ̀ kọ́ ló bá mi tí ọmọ mi grandson mi sáfẹ́fẹ́ rere kò ní wéèdì ọmọ ìyá ọmọ yẹn àwọn ọmọ yìí kéré wọ́n fẹ́ enjoy life ọmọ 26 báwo lọmọ 26 ṣe máa sáré sọ pé òun fẹ́ wọnú marriage á dẹ̀ wí ìlú ogún gbé mi lọ́kọ́ ti pé mò ń dì fẹ́ mẹ́ ipe mò ń parọ́ káyé ìyá alájà ẹ wá bàjẹ́ olóṣì ó kẹ́yìn sọmọ lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́ ṣòro bó kọ ọ̀hún sùn script mo ń kà fún ẹ script dẹ́ ṣe bí tó ń ojú ohun ni Mohbad ti ń gbé wá. Ò ní ṣe wé mọ́. Tẹ́lá tẹ̀ sọ pé a fẹ́ dákẹ́. Tá bá dákẹ́, àwọn ọmọ àjẹ́ tó kù bí tiẹ̀, àwọn àṣà.
Exactly. There are millions, thousands of Wunmi all over. Men, be careful.
Ẹ máa gò bí pé ẹ lè pa ọkọ jayé. Ẹ lè pa ọkọ èyí tẹ́ palẹ̀ ti pamọ́ yẹn. Àṣírí yín máa tú ṣáá ni. Ẹ lè pa ọkùnrin kọ̀ọ̀kan jayé mọ́. Ẹ lè pa ọkọ jayé mọ́. Ẹ lè pa ọkọ jayé mọ́. Not on our watch. Imú Wunmi la máa fi já òfin pé ẹ̀yin ọmọ àṣànà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọ̀rọ̀lẹ́ ayé ẹ̀ tún ní pa ọmọ kankan mọ́. Ẹ̀ tún ní dá ẹ̀mí ọmọ kankan ní gbogbo mọ́. Ẹ̀ tún ní fi ìbànújẹ́ sínú fámìlì kankan mọ́ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì. Ṣẹ́gbọ́, mo ń fi ẹ́ sọ́wọ́ náà, mo ń fi ẹ́ sọ́mọ náà, mo mọ̀ pé tó bá pa mí, Wunmi, ìkúnlẹ̀ abiyamọ, àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ jẹ́ ìyà. Wunmi, wàá kà. Wàá kà, Wunmi. Ó ní kóbìnrin tú àtọ̀rìn, kọ́kùnrin tú àtọ̀rìn, àwọn ẹ̀ tó máa lómi lẹ́yìn lẹ́sẹ̀ jù àwọn lọ. Ó ní ibi tí erin méjì bá ti jà koríko bẹ̀ ló máa sọ́fà. Wunmi, tell your mother to bring it home. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ ṣá. Ó ní tó bá pa mí, o lè pa gbogbo fámìlì mi. ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn deep deeper deepest ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jì bí òbòyà arúgbó. Kí ló mú bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ sọ pé tó bá pa mí o ò lè pa gbogbo fámìlì mi? Kí ni bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti ń rí? Ìmọ̀ta ò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo ìtẹ́gbò mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
Ìyá ẹ máa jẹ, ìyá ẹ ó máa jẹ forever.
Ṣé gbọ́? Ó ní Wùnmí tó bá pa mí o ò lè pa gbogbo fámìlì mi. Ìyá ẹ máa jẹ forever. Wùnmí, why are you bringing people to bully people? Why are you bringing people to attack people that are saying the truth? Mohbad said it already. It is Mohbad's spirit that is entering everybody that is looking for justice for Mohbad. It is not
Mohbad's spirit, flog them in their sleep, flog them when they are walking.
It is so Mohbad has already cursed you. He has cursed you. Can't you listen? Oh, le go. Wọ́n ti fọkọ́ díẹ̀ lẹ́nu, wọ́n ti fọkọ́ díẹ̀ nímú, wọ́n ti fọkọ́ díẹ̀ létí. Oh, le gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹni okó. Mohbad ti rí pápáyàn ni. Ó ti rí bí ìyá ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń pààyàn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
Ó máa regret life to live one night and night tí mo máa ṣe ní àti bá kọ́. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa bọ́ wá fún mi, ó máa regret for the whole life. Ó máa regret the life. I swear to God, but I know you will not see anything. You know how to go and call my mom and to make her sad, Abby. Don't worry. You think I will forget everything? Where's my phone?
Chegbo, I know you will not talk. You know how to go and call my mother to make her sad. You think I will forget everything? Wunmi, Onobo, Penny, Apokojaye Odoko, Agboma, Omo Oba Fosun, Bobe. Kini Mohbad mean pé you think I will forget everything? Part of the everything is Liam. Wunmi, I need to bring me lost court, Wunmi.
Welcome back. Like I told you at the beginning, Mohbad's mother and Wunmi Adebanjo, the wicked, I'm not going to call her a widow. No. Let's just call her fiancée, because they were on this so-called fake false marriage of a thing, like on the process of it. Now, let's leave that. Let us begin translation and analysis for our international audience. Mohbad's mother, somehow Wunmi has found a way to kick her out of Mohbad's house, where they resided all through this journey of the so-called seeking for justice that they claim that they are onto, whereas they were on defending, protecting, covering up for Wunmi. When Wunmi got the lawyer, Femi Falana, he's a popular lawyer in Nigeria, home and abroad, international and national, Femi Falana, activist, but now we don't know what he's doing anymore. It's like, the story that we have been getting for a while now does not show Femi Falana that we know. I mean, show the kind of person that he was. So, Wunmi was trying to protect, cover up herself, because she knows that everything wrong with Mohbad, 80% of it came through her. She knows that. And she also knows that once investigation begins, not necessarily from the Nigerian police, but from those who were around them, from even haters, from those who tried to protect Mohbad when he was alive, from those who Mohbad disliked, every one of them, she knows that they have one or two info. Once they put it out there and it goes around social media, social media is like a kind of a filter. It will filter, and eventually the real gold will surface. And this is exactly what Wunmi thought about. That is why he quickly jumped into getting Femi Falana as our legal representative, not Mohbad's legal representative. She's there screaming, shouting, and saying that she wants justice for Mohbad, but we know she's simply protecting her own interest. If you truly want justice for Mohbad, why haven't you allowed DNA as a step towards justice for Mohbad? Why haven't you done that? Now, let us move on. Wunmi dropped a piece of cloth. You heard the audio, but for those who do not understand what Mohbad was telling Wunmi in that audio, the voice note that got leaked some couple of weeks after Mohbad RIP. And in this audio, Mohbad could be heard telling Wunmi, if you RIP me, after you are done RIPing me, I told you not to put that piece of cloth. We don't know the color of the cloth. I told you not to put that cloth on my head. I don't know if it's, I think, let's just say fabric, because we don't know what it is. That fabric. I told you not to put that fabric on my head. I warned you. And what I want to point out here is this. Mohbad laid a curse. And that is the reason why Wunmi said our grandmother, it's like a circle, the family, great grandmother, grandmother, and mother. They are, and Wunmi, may we not marry into or get friendly with certain types of or kind of family. So our grandmother gave her that diabolic piece of cloth to put in the coffin. Why? To complete the circle of their wickedness, and also to cover up the wicked role of Wunmi in the journey of Mohbad. That's what I want to point out. I know you must have heard this several times, but when you connect the curse that Mohbad placed on Wunmi in that audio, where he said, this will be the last that you people, your family, it was clear about it. Your family, this will be the last evil wickedness that you will do. You and your family, you've been doing this wickedness to a lot of people. This will be the last that you will do. It will end with me. And I think that's where Mohbad made the mistake. You should not have RIP'd. You should have allowed that to RIP. You should have allowed yourself to be sacrificed to put an end to the wickedness of the Adebanjos, the wickedness of Wunmi's family. You should not have laid your life. You shouldn't have put your life on the line. You shouldn't have RIP'd. Because your glory is far greater than that of the Adebanjos. Look at them running helter-skelter like rats, just because they realized that you got huge revenue after your RIP. See the way they are scuttling around like rats, trying to see what they can. It shows that they have no glory in their family. So you should not have allowed it. Should not have allowed it. But now, the deed has been done. The deed has been done. So Wunmi, that curse that Mohbad laid on you, telling you, why did you put that piece of cloth on my head? The same piece of cloth, even after his RIP, after you still went to put that cloth there. How dare you? He was alive, you did it. He died, you still went to do the same thing. He RIP'd, you still went to do the same thing. You still went to do it in the hope that you will cover up cover up the atrocities, cover up the wickedness, cover up all your evil. But none of this worked because you never knew that that body would be exhumed. Now, about the marriage that Wunmi and her family wanted to lie about, I do not understand this thing. How is it possible to get married to a man, a young person, at that in Nigeria? And I mean, how can you say both of you are married? How can you say he's your husband when he's not your husband? How is this? I do not understand how the family of Wunmi claimed that Mohbad is the husband of their own daughter. And the father said, no, how can you guys say my son is married to your daughter? Was there any time I brought my family members and all of us together to celebrate or to bless the union? What they did was to manipulate. They did a lot of manipulation. They did a lot of things. In fact, there was a picture that they released where Wunmi was sitting on the legs of both, the father and mother of Mohbad, and they said this is an introduction and also an engagement and also the traditional wedding and all of that. That's what they claim happened. She sat down on their legs. They packaged it, they manipulated it. And Mohbad's father, being a man of peace, as at that period, he didn't want to make it appear like, he felt like, okay, but he could not stand his ground saying, no, no, this is not, I'm sorry. I think this is a lesson to people out there, both men and women listening. There are certain decisions that you have to make on the spot, regardless, but make it without too much show of anger. Make it with a soft voice, but make sure that you stand your ground firm. If Mohbad's father had said on that day, look, this is not my culture, I'm sorry, I am not going to accept this marriage here because my relatives are not here. How am I going to, bless this union without my relative? This is called a traditional wedding. There are family members from my own end that are supposed to be here. Regardless of what they tell you, that, the father and the mother, you should show to them at that day. But then, not so bad. It didn't work like, they wanted it to be, because there are no evidence of marriage. There's no evidence of marriage. So that being said, the reason I brought this up, and of course from the translation, from what our guest said, the reason I brought this up is the will and testament, the last will and testament. I don't know where in Nigeria a 24, 25-year-old, 26, will put down a will. I've never seen it before. Mohbad wasn't rich. Mohbad was not rich. Mohbad was not rich then. He was an upcoming artist. He wasn't rich. Signed to his record label like 3 years. He didn't even finish up the contract. He had the record label because of internal issues they had. And he was just trying to get on his feet. And now he's writing will. This is bad. So they manipulated everything because they know where they are heading to. They know where they are heading to. All through that journey, Mohbad's mother, probably she didn't know at first. She didn't know at first due to the issue she had with Mohbad's father at that time. She didn't know at first. But eventually when you got to know, why didn't you even, everything is just roughed up. Everything is just roughed up. But now that you have been chased, maybe time, you have time on your hands to now listen attentively and realize that DNA is a must. We are not saying that we know that this child automatically, we cannot conclude, oh, the child does not belong to Mohbad. The child does not belong to Mohbad. We know for a certainty. No. That's why we are requesting for a DNA. Because a child looks like does not mean that that child belongs to you. We've seen cases where someone say, oh, the child looks like me. Look at the hairline. Look at the nose. Look at that. Unless there are vivid evidence. But in this case, Mohbad is no longer here. So DNA is the whole solution. And Mohbad's father will stand to be swapped. Unless Mohbad's mother is telling us that this DNA should not be done because she did not get pregnant for Mohbad's father. Mohbad's father talked about it, saying that people are even saying that, is it true that Mohbad is even your son, that you should question your wife? So this probably could be a grand conspiracy, like cover me up, I'm going to cover you up. Well, Mohbad is no longer here. If Mohbad's mother is in support of Wunmi, although now that she's kicked out, if Mohbad's mother is in support of Wunmi, not, availing Liam for a DNA, well, you know what it means? It means that she does not want her own secret to be leaked also. Like, no. I do not want my secrets to be leaked. But I want to believe that Mohbad is Mohbad's father's son, and that this DNA is a must, regardless of the so-called it looks like that Mohbad's mother is repeating several times. You don't use the child looks like this, looks like that to ascertain that someone is the father of any child. It's not possible. DNA is the only answer to such. So, guys, what do you think about this one? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you in the next update.